In a place far, far away, beyond the mountains of cotton candy and the rivers of hot chocolate, there was a magical kingdom called Idealand. This place was unlike any other because instead of stone streets, it had paths made of colored pencils, and instead of ordinary houses, there were buildings that looked like they came from the wildest dreams. There were houses shaped like ice cream cones, castles that floated in the air, and trees whose leaves were blank sheets of paper. In Idealand, all the inhabitants were creators. From the youngest to the oldest, everyone had a special ability. They could turn their ideas into reality just by imagining them with enough strength. But there was one very important rule. For an idea to come to life, it had to be unique, fun, and full of imagination. One day, a girl named Luna arrived in the kingdom. Luna was new to Idealand and wasn't sure how everything worked. As she walked along the paths of colored pencils, she met a little character named Tintin, a gnome with a hat full of paintbrushes and a patch of colors on his overalls. "Hello," said Tintin with a smile. "Are you new here?" "Yes," replied Luna, looking around in awe. "But I don't know how to make my ideas come to life like everyone else does." "Oh, that's easy," exclaimed Tintin. "You just need to use your imagination. What would you like to create?" Luna thought for a moment. In her previous world, she had always been told to follow the rules and do things the way they've always been done. But here, in Idealand, everything seemed different. "I don't know," said Luna, feeling a little sad. "I've never tried to create something on my own." Tintin took her hand and led her to a large paper tree. From its branches hung blank sheets, ready to be used. "Look," said Tintin, "each sheet is an opportunity to create something new. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. What's important is that it's yours. What would you like to draw?" Luna took a sheet and a red pencil. At first, she didn't know what to do, but then she remembered something that had always seemed magical to her: dragons. With a bit of courage, she started to draw. At first, the lines were crooked, and the dragon looked a little strange, but Tintin encouraged her. "Keep going," he said. "There's nothing wrong with it being different. That's what makes it special." When Luna finished drawing, something incredible happened. The dragon came to life and flew off the paper. It was small, with rainbow wings and a tail that shimmered like gold. "You did it!" shouted Tintin, jumping with excitement. "Your idea has become real!" Luna smiled, feeling an emotion she had never experienced before. From that day on, she began to create all sorts of things: talking animals, floating cities, and even a sun that sang lullabies. Every time she created something new, she felt happier and more confident in herself. One day, Tintin told her, "You know, Luna, creativity is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And the best part is, there are no limits to what you can create." Luna understood that it didn't matter if her creations weren't perfect. What mattered was that they were hers, and that made them unique. From then on, she became one of the most famous creators in Idealand, inspiring other children to dare to imagine and believe in their own ideas. And they all lived happily ever after. But your creativity has only just begun. Message for the kids: don't be afraid to use your imagination. Every idea you have is special and unique. Draw, write, build, or invent whatever you want. The world needs your creativity.